District this morning. The first day of a new summer youth curfew in the district just ended a few minutes ago at 6 a.m.
So, of course, the idea is to keep kids off the streets overnight, out of trouble as well. Jacqueline Quinn joins us live outside the Wilson building in Northwest D.C. And Jacqueline, this curfew is in effect for all of July and all of August, essentially all summer.
Yeah, and we're looking for some data, but of course it just wrapped up, so we may compare this first day to something in last year, or perhaps as time goes on we can get a set of data as of this program running. But again, yeah, it just wrapped up and it's in effect for the next 2 months, July and August. Now we do hear a lot about juveniles and youth crime, so I did look up some data from the DC Policy Center, and it shows that DC youth arrests, that's double the national rate, and that is for people between the ages of 10 and 17. But again, we're going to be hoping to find out the data from this curfew hopefully soon. So DC police, they've been planning this for months before students even let out of school. So there is a curfew in place during the school year. That's adjusted for the summer now, though, from 12:01 until 6 a.m. During the school year, it's 11 p.m. for the most part until 6 a.m. Now, the enforcement applies to all of D.C. However, they're targeting enforcement in areas where the data shows young people are out past their curfew. Chief Pamela Smith recently sat down with us on Get Up DC to talk about the new enforcement for July and August, and part of the reason is to reduce juvenile crime. In a sense, she described this was a way to help potentially intervene.
Know where your children are at 12:01 a.m. We want to make sure that those kids that are in need, we want to find safe spaces for them, but more importantly, the young people who are out after hours, engaged in nefarious activities or criminal activities, we have a place for them. But for those who are not engaged in those spaces and are out after the curfew hour, we will transport them to one of our DYRS facilities across our 7 districts to ensure that a parent can come and pick that child up and take him or her back home to a safe location.
And part of that message, really a warning for parents here, because they may be subject to a fine if it's determined that they allowed their child to violate this curfew. That could be about a $500 fine there. For now, we'll send it back to you guys.
All right, Jacqueline, thank you so much for that. And this morning,